Namaste, Sagittarius. This is going to be your forecast for the year of 2021. We're going to take a look ahead of the year. I do this every year, so this is like backed by popular demand. I hadn't necessarily planned on doing it this year because I've just had so many problems with my YouTube and the views, and they're random, but mostly dwindling. They'll dwindle, and all of a sudden they'll go back to normal, and I'll have tens of thousands. And it's very, there's no rhyme or reason to it that I can figure out, or that YouTube has figured out and shared with me, because they stay in my inbox with all these issues and stuff. So I hadn't necessarily planned on doing it, but people kept asking me like, "Are you going to do the whole year thing?" And I'm like, "Okay." So I went to do them. And those of you who are familiar with the channel, you've watched me for over the years, and with this particular reading of mine, you know that I normally use what I call the hashtag creepy deck to do them. I couldn't find the cards. Can you believe this? I went in my drawer, which is very neat and organized in terms of where I keep my cards. I've got tons and tons. It's a very deep drawer and tons of boxes of cards there. Found the box of the cards that the hashtag creepy deck comes in. It's this green and pink box. You can't miss it. The book is in there, but the cards aren't in there. So I'm doing something different. I have here the major arcana cards from both the Animal Tarot and the Angel Tarot. And then I have separated from them the minor arcana cards, which I'm using for clarifications if I have to do any. So you may also be aware that I like to pull, this would be the card upright, the overall energy. And then I like to pull the next upright card when I do my clarification. So whereas if this card wasn't upright, I would continue to look, to pull until I found one that was upright, and that would be the card that I use for the clarifier. So if I have to do that and you see me doing that, that's what I'm doing. But we're going to start with the major arcana and your energy. Major arcana card 19, the sun. Your plans will work out well, bringing you happiness, prosperity, and success. You'll garner the recognition for your accomplishments that you so richly deserve. This is about clarity, information. This is good health, a good outcome. If you had some sort of like ongoing medical situation, or if you had to do anything involving x-rays or any type of rays, CAT scans, radiation, chemo, MRI, all that sort of thing. Or if you had a fever, maybe even COVID, right? Or if you could be needing a break, you could be going away someplace with a warm climate or something like that. It's a positive card. Weird things were done in the dark. This sheds light on it, right? The sun just makes everything better. It illuminates things for us. So that's the energy with which you're beginning. And, it's funny. I have not been bringing these into the conversation, but since I just had them on the table and noticed this, now I see it also. So you got the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords right behind it. And I just said maybe like receiving information or clarification, communication. All those are possible. It would be communication that you are happy to receive, or you're hearing good news, or what you want to hear, something, it's information perhaps that you've been waiting for. It comes now. In this over the new year, and maybe there's an overlying theme, since this is the beginning energy of the overall energy, overlying theme of just receiving news that you need and want going into the new year, over the course of the new year. So the Page of Swords, this is an intellectual challenge that calls upon your ability to think of a matching solution. If helpful information is put to you bluntly, accept the message without being bothered by the messenger. So you might get information that you need. You might not like how you receive it, but it's helpful information. You see that it's positive. And the Knight of Swords is even better, because shows up when like you have a decision to make, or you're awaiting a decision, or decisions being handed down, maybe even a legal one. So you get the information and it is positive. Maybe you're waiting to hear from a job, like whether or not you got hired, or when you can come back to work, if you've been furloughed or laid off or something. What else might we wanting to hear? Whatever, you have to make a decision about something. And so you need information. You first need information in order for you to make your decision. And then you can decide what your next move is. And in love and relationship, believe it or not, although this is swords, this card is about getting swept off your feet, or the deepening of a relationship and the betterment of the communication that goes on with it. So That could be what's going on for you guys, like as like an like I said, overarching theme maybe over the course of the year. But since we've seen this sun, and this is the card with which we're starting, now we're just going to throw that in there somewhere, and I'm going to shuffle a little bit. We got the World here, which is also a fire energy for me, represents fire. It feels like fire, the card to me. And now the Chariot, part of movement, moving. I was thinking when I was talking to you about receiving information that you need, or that's going to, over the course of the year, like some of them probably hear from some like apartment or a job or house, something like that. So it does, encompass the entire year. It's information that is like life changing. You know what I mean? This is the Fool, the dreamer, so it could be connected. A brand new start, a leap of faith. Follow your dreams, at least unexpected opportunities. This dreamer, and oh look, and there's another sun behind it. Well, not really immediately behind it. I just happened to pick up 2 cards so that I could reveal the sun. Isn't that crazy? So the sun, happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success if you have confidence in yourself. Again, this is your energy, represents the sign of Sagittarius. Right behind it, upright is again also is Major Arcana card 8. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. This is Justice, which represents the sign of Libra. But as I mentioned before, that Page and Knight of Swords could be connected to some sort of legal decision or legal situation, even if it is a home, buying a home or getting a new job. Maybe a contract is involved. And again, this is positive news. This is clarity. This is a positive outcome for you in a situation. So very happy to see that. And maybe you manifested it. You brought it about with your positive thoughts and things. There's magic in the air, and you can manifest everything you need to be successful. But the card, the dreamer, I had started to say, represents for me this particular card, this exact card from this exact deck, from the Angel Tarot. The Fool in the Angel Tarot, or the dreamer, is the one. It's always, I've had several copies of this deck. I'm sure I have another new copy still in the box that I haven't opened yet. I fill them up with my energy, and I've given a couple to people, even like it's all beaten up now. Yeah, but it's like it has like they're really good cards. They'll respond to you. Anyway, this one feels like Mercury, ruler of the signs of Gemini and Virgo. So I associate this card with the planet Mercury and the signs of Gemini and Virgo. And perhaps this is connected to the communication as well, because Mercury is the communication planet. And Gemini, your mirror sign, your, the opposite axis of the sign of Sagittarius, is the great communicator of the zodiac. So there you have that. Right now, there is a bunch of energy from both of our signs. Also, in the month of January, beginning now, actually, we have Mercury entering Capricorn. So that could be another thing that's positive for you. Capricorn, though this is the devil. You may find that you're trapped in a situation. You may feel, rather, that you're trapped in a situation, but that's not true. Be careful not to overly focus upon material wealth and break free of negative thinking. I was saying there's a lot of energy surrounding our sign, your sign, Sagittarius, and mine, Gemini, because Gemini is the true north node and Sagittarius is the south node currently. Major Arcana card 14, Balance, is actually Temperance in the traditional tarot, and this too represents your sign. The need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. I think on that note, I will go ahead and cut, and we can get into the year. Just random. All right, here we go. Overall energy for you guys is the High Priestess. Listen to your intuition. Have patience and consider carefully what you want before acting. So you guys are going to be relying very heavily on your intuition over the course of this year. Not only relying on your intuition, but your instincts in general, gut feelings, wisdom, intellect, actual information that comes to you, maybe via the Page of Swords or the Knight of Swords, or however you come by it. Putting all those things together, making decisions of what's best for you, what your next move is going to be, and then making that next move, not necessarily having shared the information with anybody. Most of the time, you're going to want to move in silence with the High Priestess. I'm going to go around And I'm going to make 3 rows of 4 cards. That's going to be your general energy over the course of the year. One per month. And then I'm going to go back around with these cards with a second card on top. So it'll really be 2 cards per month. And that second card is going to represent love and relationship. And then, like I said, if I need to pull any additional ones for clarifiers, we will do that as well. You got 2 love cards for February. January, general energy. The Chariot's back. An important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. Chariot is a card of victory, movement, moving, travel. This is both metaphoric and literal. It's also like, vacations and things. And modes of transportation, planes, trains, automobiles. People could be getting a new car, could have, God forbid, a car accident. Again, like I said, happy outcome. So keep that in mind, that even if you did have a car accident, not bad, but nobody wants to have an accident, even if it's not a bad one. People getting pulled over, again, happy outcome. All those things coming up with the Chariot, general energy. And your love and relationship, very nice. A lot of sex for actual literal fertility, possibly for some of you, learning that you're pregnant, trying to get pregnant. It's a good time to do that. Giving birth. And then in a metaphoric way, this is, fertility in other areas. Like you have a lot of new ideas and thoughts, and you're making plans and goals. This is a card of growth and expansion. Like we grow and expand when we're pregnant. Lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams. Nurture yourself and others. This can also somehow be tied to somebody's mother, maybe trying to influence herself, insinuate herself maybe somehow into a relationship, and then more positively, if you're single, especially, even if you're not, but if you're single especially, you could have a lot of potential suitors, a lot of people that are interested in you, and maybe that's a decision that you're wanting to make. You could be deciding also whether you want to move on with somebody, or maybe move in with somebody, with the Chariot and the Empress. February, general energy. The 4 of Swords. This is another card of travel, possibly. It's also a card of, there's a decision that you're needing to make, and you may need to, sleep on it, meditate. It's also a card of rest and recovery. If you've been through some sort of separation, hurt, whether physical or emotional or spiritual, whatever the kind of hurt, this is you getting your strength back. You're getting back to yourself. If you've been overworked, you're tired, you may need just a literal break. You need to sit down. You need to take a nap. This card can also show up, but it's also about, for me, like the planning stages of a trip or a move or something. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. And love and relationship. Remember, you had 2. Very interesting. It is the Knight of Fire, Knight of Wands. He is passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. A sudden event that needs your immediate attention. So all of a sudden you have to make a decision in February. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. Knight of Fire this is your energy too. So this is either representing you or another fire sign, perhaps, that's significant in your life, or someone else in your life. It's a court card, so it can be an actual person, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius like yourself, or someone like into those traits or attributes. May be significant. Wands are also about travel, movement. So again, some of you possibly going on a trip or moving house or something. And the Tower shows up in your love and relationship also. And this too can be about a house, an actual tower, a structure, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. It's time to spread your wings. So we will do our first clarification the Tower can be a revelation, like, oh yeah, I get it now. I understand. Like an aha moment. Let's see what it seems to be connected to. Some sort of partnership. And it is in your placement of love and relationship. So I like that it has to do with a partnership. The next card is in reverse, so we'll leave it here. We'll stop here. Your vision, creativity, and dedication to your cause have brought you great success. In fact, it may be in your best interest to get a partner to assist you in your endeavors or to expand the number of people who are helping you. And notice this too is in the element of fire, representing your energy, or perhaps, like I said, that of your partner. They too may be a fire sign or love interest. March. General energy. The dreamer. So starting something brand new. Again, maybe you just moved in together, or you just entered a commitment. You just started dating in February or whatever. This is a brand new path for you. It's the Fool. A leap of faith. Follow your dreams. That leads to unexpected opportunities. Or maybe you're, like I said, you got, maybe somebody's pregnant too. That's a brand new path too. And then love and relationship, very nice. It is Major Arcana card 17, the Star, which represents the sign of Aquarius. Maybe that's where the air energy was coming from in the beginning. The Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords. Those two cards representative of the energy of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, of course. The Star is a card of manifestation, prayers being answered, wishes being granted, dreams coming true. It's also a card of communication, often or typically connected to some sort of technology. So like through like some sort of media or something, you get a shout out on Facebook, on social media, Instagram. Somebody, you get tagged, or online dating, all that kind of stuff would be tied to that. April, general energy. It is your energy. Again, Major Arcana card 14, balance or temperance, which, yes, traditional tarot says this card is connected to your energy. For me, based on the water bearer on the front, it's another card that's about the sign of Aquarius. The need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, wait for perfect timing. So this is a card of negotiation, contracts, like collaboration, people getting, more than one person involved, and we got to, come to some sort of compromise or something. This is people looking beyond their differences. Despite their differences, able to come together in some kind of way. For me, it's a card of restoration and recovery, like getting your strength back, feeling like you're being brought back to wholeness, being made something where someone is being made whole again, or made to feel whole again, where something was lost or stolen. It is replaced with equal or greater value. It's a card of healing and holding, is what I say. And next to the Star, it really is, because the two of these cards, especially when they're in combination, are very much about healing and just restoration of like the soul, and then just the whole form. Your love and relationship, you have Major Arcana card 12, Awakening, which is the Hanged Man, represents the sign of Pisces. Look at things from a different perspective. You're at a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. This is a card of and in that placement in particular, a need to let go of something. Doesn't mean you have to let go of your relationship, let go of your man, let go of your woman, not necessarily. But you may need to let go of an aspect of the relationship. Or if you're single, you may need to let go of an idea or ideal that you had about a particular type of partner or relationship, or maybe a specific person or something. You just, like all your eggs in one basket, you're focused on only one type and not being open. The universe wants you to, let go of some things and to be open. It can also be about letting go of negative emotions, letting go of the past, all of these things. Moving on to March, general energy. And it is Major Arcana card 8, Justice. Fair decisions will be made after all of the evidence is reviewed impartially. Have compassion for others and try to see all sides of a disagreement. So this too is something turning up in your favor, some situation very likely coming to an end completely, and again, in your favor. Major Arcana card 8, Justice, represents the sign of Libra, which also may have been connected to the Page or Knight of Swords before. But here it's attached to an energy of Aquarius yet again. And the manifestation, it's another Star, again in your position of love and relationship. Happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans. You are on the right path. June. The Tower in your general energy again. Important changes are coming into your life that will require you to take action. Don't hesitate to move in new directions that you know are right for you. And in your love and relationship, it's Major Arcana card 4, the Emperor. Organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. Something could be going on with like a large corporation or a government agency. And possibly your home. It still could be a home purchase or something, taking control of your life. This could be connected to your job and maybe a promotion. You're getting a supervisory or managerial position. You're taking the lead, starting your own company. It's sitting here under the partnership. Maybe this is a business partnership. You could be dealing with somebody who is older than you, very likely male, older than you, secure, stable, possibly a little authoritarian. Hopefully, only to the extent that it's healthy. Could be a divorced man, especially on the heels of justice. Maybe somebody's been waiting for a divorce or waiting to finally let go of the emotions and energetic ties to somebody, or something from the past, like they divorced themselves from this thing if it wasn't a legal situation, but maybe it's turning up here like this. This is one of those times where we will pull a clarifier. So again, looking for, I didn't tell you the easiest thing. Could just have to do with an Aries. And Aries, and again, it's also sitting under the Knight of Wands, and that could be with what's up with the Aries energy. He could be the partner. Okay. This is the next upright card. And it's the Page of Wands. You think that was an accident? Outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous. News of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. So the Page of Wands is a very positive card in love and relationship. It's about, maybe hearing from somebody, being asked out on a date, entering a new commitment. Let's get greedy. Let's pull this card too. It's upright as well. Maybe somebody you met at work or through work. Or again, this could be going into some sort of business partnership. And or the Three of Pentacles directly tends to be about a relationship that gets started, but it may take some time to develop. And maybe it takes some time to develop because one person, like I said, is older than the other, or more mature, or more secure and stable than the other. And so maybe it takes a little time to get off the ground. But this is a relationship that, could really do well, has the makings of something very positive. The power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, be a team player. The Three of Pentacles for me is about abundance that's earned. And in terms of love, specifically traditional tarot practice, Three of Pentacles is a card that says, not only might we need to be patient and allow this love to develop, but I do see you as the type of person that, checks off all the boxes, like you fit the bill, and vice versa. So that's why it's the makings for something really good there. July, general energy. The Lovers. Intimate relationships. Carefully weigh your decisions. Good health. The Lovers represents the sign of Gemini. If it's not about true love, which it may be, it can also be about a decision that you're needing to make. And it would be a heart versus head decision normally in the way that I pick up the energy. Meaning, like, logically, your mind might be telling you, like, don't do that or do that. That's a good idea. And then your heart, feels the opposite. My suggestion is usually to follow the heart, but, people will make their own choices. And in love and relationship, you have the High Priestess. So she's stepping in, too, to say, not only follow your heart, not only follow your logic, but also follow your intuition, your instincts, and put them all together and then make a decision, then make a move. Also, again, there could be a lot of potential suitors that are interested. This is a time to pause and to reflect, not to take action. Trust in your spiritual gifts as nothing is hidden from your divine intuition. This also very representative of the energy of Gemini, and maybe a Gemini just popping up on you somehow in your life, becoming very significant with it in both placements. August. General energy. Major Arcana card 20. So another 2. Another card of partnerships. And another card that's about abundance that's earned for me. Of course, far stronger than the 3 of Pentacles. Review and evaluate. A favorable assessment of the facts. It's time to move in a new direction. This is about second chances, second time around. In various areas. It could be a second opportunity to take on a job that you didn't get to take on before. You applied, you never heard back, now they want you. Something like that, or a relationship, anything. Second chances, second time around, multiple areas of your life. Specific to relationships, it can be about like realizing that you come to some sort of crossroad and needing to decide, where do we go from here, anywhere. Sometimes, we're going to keep on going. It's going to be all the way. And then sometimes, for some of us, it's the end of the road and we decide to part ways with people. This could be family, friends, a romantic interest, anybody. This is also a card of promotion, recognition, awards, rewards. Somebody's name being cleared. If something had been funky about it, now this is like you're in the spotlight. It's a positive light being shown on you. And in love and relationships, we have Major Arcana card 9, the Hermit. I'm laughing because I said maybe somebody comes back into your life, maybe a Gemini. And then the Hermit is about, Hermit specific to love and relationship. And that placement is about rekindling a relationship from the past. Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. The Hermit is a Virgo, also ruled by Mercury, like along with Gemini. October, general energy is the Strength card, Major Arcana card Strength. It's another 2. A lot of 2s for you guys. Truth strength is displayed through kindness, forgiveness, and compassion. You have tremendous personal power and courage. So strength represents the sign of Leo most directly. It is a wonderful card in any and every area of your life. It's about having the ability to face any and everything that comes your way. In financial situations, it's about having that, that strength in your account, right? Strength in numbers. That, something to fall back on that can support you. So a bank account, a job, unemployment check, some sort of, something that sustains. In love and relationships, similarly, it's about support. I hold you up, or you hold me up, or we hold each other down, however you want to look at it. It's the ability to do that, the strength that's required to be able to do that, to support another human being. Emotionally and spiritually, all those things. And in love and relationship, it's yet another 2 and another Judgment. You just got a Judgment here, now you got another one. It's time to get clarity about your life purpose and to make changes so that you're on the path most divinely suited to you. Forgive what has been without judgment and fearlessly embrace what is to come. So again, this is a positive card, even if it's about an actual literal judgment, like a judgment of divorce. This is still a card of promotion and reward. So it's what you need, it's what you want. It's for the positive, it's for the good. November. Major Arcana card 5, the Hierophant. It's called Unity in this deck. Traditional viewpoints or methods. Spiritual organizations seek out mentors and like-minded friends. This is about the people, places, and things with which we surround ourselves, needing to make adjustments to those sometimes because our vibration has increased. Remember, we started the year out growing and expanding, maybe spiritually. And so we've outgrown our family members, maybe friends that we had, romantic partners. We're just not on the same wavelength anymore. And so then we have to make changes. Or places we used to hang out, they're not appropriate anymore because, I'm here now. I used to be there. I'm here now. So that's not appropriate. So we make changes to these things. That's one meaning of the Hierophant. Another is about contracts and commitments and, maybe judgments. These could be going together, possibly. The Hierophant represents the sign of Taurus most directly. In your love card for the month of October is the Sun again. Your plans will work out well, bringing you happiness, prosperity, and success. You'll garner the recognition for your accomplishments that you so richly deserve. The sun, specific to love and relationships, can be about needing a break. Now, you may need a break by yourself. Your partner may need a break by themselves. Or you guys may need a break together. Maybe you want to go on vacation or stay home, staycation in your bed or something. Perhaps you need to go to some place like a warm climate. What's important to remember with the sun is the other person needs a break away from you. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with you. In fact, it probably doesn't. They probably have something going on that they need the break, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever. They're going through something that is completely removed from you. And it's important for you guys to allow each other space. If it's in the other way around, you're the one that's going through something, it's important that they allow you space too. So if you're dealing with somebody who doesn't comprehend that, then you may want to have like a real conversation, or maybe realize that you're not on the same wavelength and there's a reason to part ways. That could be where the Hierophant comes in. November. And it is Major Arcana card 13, Release or Death, represents the sign of Scorpio. This is your general energy. It's time to release the past and to move on to something new. This ending is the first step on the way to a happier future. And your love and relationship is another Justice. So I definitely feel like some Sagittarius that's going to end up watching this, is probably getting divorced or something. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. Even if you're not, though, justice in the position of love and relationship. I'm just thinking of it in coupled here with death. But justice in the position of love and relationship means, it often means, in traditional tarot practice, particularly for long-term relationships, that you're wanting to end it. It's about relationships, coming to an end a lot of the time. So even if it's not a marriage that requires an actual divorce, could be a breakup. And sitting here with death, which is about, it's called release, as in let go of and move on. It could be about that. It's not like doomsday for your relationship. Like, oh no, I'm in a relationship. Does that mean we're going to break up in November? Not necessarily. But if you're having these feelings, then it's important to have a conversation, with your partner about what you're feeling. And if they feel that way, I hope that they'll have enough respect for you to do the same for you, rather than to just break up or something. As a combination, these two cards can also be about like successful passage through a difficult time or experience. So it's the end of that, and or a time or need for prayer or like higher consciousness, which can definitely be when we have all these other spiritual cards surrounding you. So we have the High Priestess right here, the Hermit right here, the Hierophant right here. These are all very spiritual cards. So it could also be tied to some sort of something you're going through in terms of a higher consciousness. But again, these are all ultimately positive outcomes, like something going in your favor. So even if it was something that was difficult, it's coming to an end, and you are on the successful or the victorious end of that. And lastly, your birthday month here, right? Well, I guess some of you would celebrate your birthday in November too, right? So maybe that's why you're getting a present there. And then your December, the wheel, and your energy. Major Arcana card 10, the wheel, represents the planet Jupiter, the planet of growth and expansion, luck and karma, and of course your ruler. It also brings in the energy of the fixed signs, or represents the fixed signs as well. Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus. All right. A time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward and fortune is on your side. So nice way to end the year and to celebrate your birthday. And for your love and relationship, it is death yet again. So death right here and death right here. The end of a phase or situation. Spiritual transformation. It is time to move on. Similarly, this can be a point where, again, there was difficulty and then life is suddenly changing for the better. So again, this is a really awesome way to end the year. Hope you guys have enjoyed your reading, and that you enjoy your year. You have a good year. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those things. I try to answer every single comment, that is left from me. I try, at least, if I, try to be successful. And when subscribing, please hit both the subscribe button and the bell button so that hopefully you'll receive notifications when I put up new videos. Thanks for watching. Namaste.